I asked you guys over at Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube and Instagram to give me questions, and I'd answer them in this YouTube video. So here goes a Q&A about me. So first off, my good buddies over at Wrestling Renaissance, go check them out. I'll link them down below in the bio. They asked me, what is your biggest fantasy match between a wrestler alive or dead that I would enjoy the build and the match to? Now, there's two answers for this. Number one, it's simple. CM Punk, Stone Cold wrestling. I think it'd be a pretty good match. I feel like a lot of people want it. It's very basic answer. So is my second one, but they're just like wrestling matches I'd love to see. So CM Punk and Stone Cold. And for my second match, it would be Seth Rollins versus Will Ospreay. Now, Seth Rollins versus Will Ospreay, the promos would be bangers. The match itself would be insane, like crazy. And same thing with Stone Cold and CM Punk. The build, the promos, the actual match itself, I think it would be good all around, both of those matches. So yes, those are my two matches. Will Ospreay and Seth Rollins, and Stone Cold versus CM Punk. Those two dream matches. Thank you guys so much for the question over at Wrestling Renaissance. Again, guys, go check them out. I'll link them down in the bio below. Go check out their podcast episodes. They're awesome. Next question comes in from Cameron asking, from 2016 to 2018, who used to be my favorite wrestler? So this is a good question. It's kind of tough because I was a lot younger back in 2016 and 2018. But from what I can gather and from what I can remember, ever since I was like a younger kid, my favorite wrestler was John Cena. And then recently, he's kind of went down like towards the bottom. Like he's still up there within my top 10 and probably my top 5, but he's not my favorite anymore. But he definitely used to be. So I would have to say John Cena, but a close second and third is Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. They were just starting to build themselves up for me. I always liked Roman Reigns. Even though his promos, we had to turn the volume down and not listen to the promos. I've always overall pretty much liked Roman Reigns and knew that he was going to be something bigger eventually. Because, they were already making him out to be something big, but it was kind of forced. It wasn't like, okay, like I believe this. But then eventually it became, oh, I can believe that. So, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Seth Rollins. Next question comes from the Pachecos. When was your first live event? How did you get into WWE? Great question. My first live event, I gotta rack my brain. I think it was in like 2013. And it was a house show, like a live event show. It wasn't like a Raw or a SmackDown. It was just a regular show. And on that show, my favorite, who used to be my favorite, John Cena, was there. So I never knew this, but I actually did see John Cena in person. And I'm hoping to see him again at SummerSlam if I'm going. So I hope I am, but it's tough. The tickets are expensive. Even though they're a lot less than regular, usual WWE tickets. So they're a lot less than expected. They're still expensive. So, but yeah, my first show was probably in 2013, and how I became a wrestling fan, it's kind of been a tradition in the family. My grandpa was a security guard for wrestling events back in the day, and so my dad ended up becoming a wrestling fan because of that, and also just because my grandpa was a big wrestling fan, so it kind of passed on. And then my brother was a huge wrestling fan, and then I became a huge wrestling fan, and then my other brother became a huge wrestling fan, and so now we're all huge wrestling fans now. So yeah, that's how I became a fan, and that was when my first event was. Next question comes in from Davey, and he's asking me, who do I personally think is the GOAT of WWE? Now, this is a tough question. You got guys like John Cena, you got guys like The Rock, you got guys like all these people. But in my opinion, this might be a hot take. I know there's a lot of people that probably have the same opinion as me out there. But my opinion, I think Roman Reigns is the GOAT of WWE. If we think about it, back in 2018, he was like the most hated guy in the company. And then 2020 rolls around, and from 2018 to like 2020, product was garbage, terrible. Like everything was just terrible about WWE until the COVID era when Roman Reigns came back and he saved it. He really saved it single-handedly, and then the booking started to get better, this, that, and it all kind of fell in place. And I think a big, like somebody that attributed to a lot of that was Roman Reigns. To most of that was Roman Reigns. So I think Roman Reigns is the personal GOAT of WWE. He has one of the longest reigning title defenses ever. And yeah, so I think the personal GOAT, in my opinion, is Roman Reigns. But I could see an argument for John Cena or The Rock or whoever. I'm willing to hear some arguments out. But my personal opinion, Roman Reigns. Next question comes in from JD Loves Cena, and he asked who I would like to see take the title from John Cena, the Undisputed Universal title. So, great question. In my personal opinion, there's a couple guys. You know, there's Roman, there's Seth, there's Braun Breaker, there's all these different people. But I said it in my John Cena farewell tour prediction. I think that it should be Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. And then, I mean, it gives John Cena time to win a ton of other gold, and it gives him a lot of time to just do other things instead of just holding the 17th World title. And I know that's what the reign is going to be, or like the farewell tour is going to be most known for. But if we can make it known for a U.S. title run and an IC title run, and maybe even, I don't know, something, you know, like world title run instead of a Undisputed Universal title run. There's a lot of different things. So I think Cody should take it off of him at SummerSlam, and I think Cody is the best choice. Because maybe we could have some redemption arc for Cody, and then at SummerSlam he redeemed himself by beating John Cena. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Those are all the questions that we got for today's video. Maybe I'll do one in the future, maybe where more people will send questions, but those are all the questions that people sent for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, please do consider liking and subscribing. If you guys are wondering, the background change, I am in the same vacation house from what you guys saw last time in the Money in the Bank video. Or not the Money in the Bank video, the John Cena farewell tour video. I'm in a different room in the house. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, please do consider liking and subscribing. You guys don't have to, but it's completely free and helps me out a lot. Link in the bio to WWEshop.com to support me by buying WWE merch. Link to Ringside Renaissance's podcast channel down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next WWE related video. Yo, I thought I'd record a little something after the video just to give you guys a little closure. So I seemed a little down in this video. I'm recording it right now. And like, you know, I'm watching and I'm like, why do I seem so down? If you guys are wondering, I'm just very tired while I'm recording this video. I have more energy in the next video. We've been doing a lot of traveling, but I will be back at like my regular setup on like within the next week. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling, so I'm very tired. But yeah, that's why I seem a little more down in this video, not as much energy. But towards the end, I get a little more energy. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.